What is the cost of hairline surgery? This depends on where you're located geographically, who your surgeon is, how many of these they do, and if you do this under general anesthesia, IV sedation, or in the office. But this can range from $3,000 up to $10,000, just depending on all of those variables. How long does hairline surgery last? Technically, this should last forever because what you're doing is bringing your hairline forward and taking out a little piece of the forehead. That way the whole hairline is brought forward. This is the way that you can bring the most hair forward and make the forehead look shorter. The caveat to that is if you may have genetic hair loss in the future, this may recede a bit with time. And this is something to think about and talk to your surgeon about before you have this surgery. If you have a lot of people in your family that have hair loss, this is something to plan that incision around and plan what that long-term result will be. For women, most of the time you will keep the hair in the front, it just becomes very thin at that hairline and behind it, and so the hairline position itself doesn't necessarily move, so that may not be as much of an issue as it is covering the incision. And for men, this may be more of an issue because in general, with masculine hair loss, you lose it more on the sides and the hairline shape itself changes. And so this would be something to consider before having this surgery. In general, it lasts forever, but if you are predisposed for hair loss, you may have some recession of where that hairline was placed. Is hairline surgery painful? Surprisingly, most people say it is not that painful. We make the incision at the hairline and then advance this forward. And the thing about it is what is behind that incision is gonna be numb. And that's what most people say is it feels weird because it's numb when you're trying to fix your hair. Not anything that they're worried about. So this appears not painful because of that. And in general, you don't dissect down this way unless you're trying to raise the brows. So usually it's not that painful. It's a little weird that it's numb, a little discomfort at the incision, just like you would have with any surgery. But most people don't really take the pain medications that they're prescribed, which is great. You don't have to prescribe very many. So in general, no, it's not that painful. Is hairline surgery worth it? I would say my patients say yes, it is worth it because this is something that bothers a lot of people. Having a very high forehead is something that kids are very mean, they can tease people about, and it's something that may have bothered them really their whole life. And so bringing that hairline forward really kind of can soften the face, it can balance the face, it can make you more comfortable with the proportions of your entire face, making that surgery worth it. Have questions? Call or email anytime. I would love to hear them and set up a consultation. Thanks for watching.